Alright, I'm back again with another video. This will be another short one. I am genuinely upset with the state of dating as a whole because I get more and more reasons to continue to stay single every time I go out to my job, even. And let me tell you a story. This happened to me just yesterday. So, at my job, there is a group of people from another store, from another location. And they're at my store right now because theirs is being remodeled, okay? And so they're there till sometime in the middle of this year. And they're going to be here for a while. But anyway, there is a friend I work with. And we'll give them fake names. But if you know me personally, you'll know who I'm talking about. My one coworker, I worked with him for quite a while. We'll call him Thomas. My old cat's name was Thomas, so that works perfectly. Thomas. And I worked with him for about 2.5 months, 2 years ago, and I moved locations. So now he's at my store now until May, and his girlfriend also works there. Now, mind you, his girlfriend has been with him since he started this job, and he's been there 4 or 5 years. So he's been dating this girl for 4 or 5 years, right? And, excuse me, here's where the problem starts. The problem starts because his girlfriend was randomly yesterday being pretty flirty with me. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if I was reading the room improperly, but he noticed it as well. Now, we'll give his girlfriend's name, we'll call her Riley. And I've talked to her in passing. I'm a guy I'll just talk to anybody, basically. I don't care. If I don't know you at all, really, I'll still talk to you if the situation requires it. Now, am I going to talk to people waiting in line at Walmart? No. But am I going to talk to you if I don't really know you and I have to work with you for 8 hours? Yes. You see what I mean? I'm sure a lot of guys do that. But anyway, his girlfriend was, like, flirting with me. She was, like, throwing little items at me, like excess lettuce on the table. She was like throwing shit at me, you know what I mean? Like, ha ha, he he he. You're so goofy. You have ADHD. Like that shit. Meanwhile, Thomas is in the fucking room. You see what I'm saying? Like, her boyfriend is right in the fucking room and she's actively like being goofy and flirty with me. What are we doing, guys? Whoops, I think I double tapped it there, so there might be a jump cut in the editing. But what's so bad about it is that Thomas literally said to her, to Riley, he said, "Stop flirting with him." And he said my name. That's crazy. Nobody should have to do that, dude. Like, and this is what I was telling my friend. Because he's like, yeah, I want to date, or I'm thinking about that's another tangent for another video. But he was saying he wants to date again. And my brother, here's why I don't want to date. Because women are never your women anymore. You know what I mean? Most guys, and women will probably watch this video and highly disagree with it, but most guys are either not attractive enough or have enough money to always have a ton of options. Right? Most guys can't do that. Most guys will never do that. My father, he's an alright looking dude. Especially when he was young. He had, style. He had swagger. He had styled up hair. And all this shit. But he only dated like 2 women before my mom. If that. My mom was his first serious girlfriend. even in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So, like, here's the problem with dating, is that nobody wants to commit, and since the way that the society is designed, with all of the stimuli, people just want to move the fuck on all the time. And mind you, this guy has been with his girl, Thomas has been with Riley, for like 4 fucking years. And she's out here flirting with me at the job. At least enough, she was acting in such a way that he was concerned that she was doing that. You see what I'm saying? These are not things that, when you're dating, you should have to worry about at all. This is why a lot of guys just don't even want to get into the whole dating mess right now. Excuse me, it's allergy season, I guess. That's why a lot of guys don't even want to get into this shit, bro. Because look, man, like I've told you guys 100 times, I'd love to date, I'd love to meet a nice girl. But the chances of her sticking with you and holding it out through the tough times when you know, maybe an emergency happens and now you're kind of broke all of a sudden, that's so rare. That's so rare for a woman to actually, like, from my generation. That's so rare for them to actually, like, stick with you through that kind of stuff. And it's actually ridiculous, bro. Because the last shit, once I get a girlfriend, the last shit I'm trying to do is have to tell her to, like, fuck off and stop flirting with other dudes. Because that's why, again, this shit doesn't appeal to, the average Joe. Is because you have to fight tooth and nail. Like, getting the girlfriend isn't even the end game. You have to fight tooth and nail just to keep her. And that's ridiculous. Like, my mom didn't have to do that, or my dad didn't have to do that to my mom. He never had to tell her, like, yo, dude, what are you doing? I'm right here. Why are you talking to that guy like that at the McDonald's drive-thru? You know what I mean? Whatever it is. That's not a thing you had to do back in the day. But now you got to keep him on his fucking leash. And I'm not saying it's all women, but it's definitely enough to be noticeable. Because I see this shit a lot, actually. And it's never... Maybe I gotta date an older woman, bro. Maybe I gotta date a woman who's like 27. Because I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm sick of this childish shit. Like... Maybe I'm weird because I actually act appropriate, right? Because when I was with my ex-girlfriend, she was the only woman I was thinking about, dude. Literally. The only woman I was thinking about. Did I have really friends at that time? Not really. But did I have female coworkers? Yeah, and I still talk to them. But I wasn't thinking about them in that way as like a romantic prospect. And I don't know if this is only a women thing, because there's a tactic that I've heard before, usually women end up doing it. It's called monkey branching, where they'll have their current boyfriend over here, but they'll be seeing an exit route or an escape route, whatever you want to say, to get to the next person. So they'll see a guy and they'll be still with their boyfriend, but they'll monkey branch from him to the new guy. Women don't seem to ever really wind up being single for very long at all. And if they are, it's completely by choice. It's either because if they had the option and they wanted to, they could just take it 9 times out of 10, bro. That's the worst shit about it, is that you, as the guy, you can get the girl, but are you going to keep the girl? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be able to deal with her bullshit? Because like I said, if I gotta scrub my ex, hold on. If I was dating a girl and she was trying to flirt with some dude, sorry, the phone is not wanting to stay there, and she was trying to flirt with some dude while I'm in the room especially, I'd be like, I'm fucking done with you. I'm done, bro. And that's why guys like me stay single. We don't stay in a relationship for very long, because as soon as we see this shit, I'm out. I'm fucking out. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone than be dealing with you trying to deal with other guys while I'm in the fucking room. It's insanity. It's ridiculous, dude. Because I'm not trying to be rude, But a lot of the guys that end up getting girlfriends and keeping girlfriends are the ones that are completely emasculine, that are basically cucks. They're basically women that just dress like men. You know, they're going bald, they're immature, all this shit. Just stay single, dude, if this is your reality. Just get rid of it.